Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of...
They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his
Still
coach.
4th down.
Penalty moves him closer, and they're going to try to convert this one on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, here's Williams. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs,
Mấy đứa hiểu vậy cho mày em bật ra.
try to rewrite on this series. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Forced out to his right. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back, 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Bass now to kick this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. He stopped on the return at the 27. So Buffalo's going to call its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. 4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They put a receiver in motion here left. Allen now on 1st down. Deep shot doesn't quite work out. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Allen. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defense. Loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming here. Allen escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Headed out right. He's running for it. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead to 14-0. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Allen looking to throw this. Buys time, rolling right. And he gets in. They push out to a 16-0 lead. Well, they really had this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now and A perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are. Scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many 2-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game. And all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have third down and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family, because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. First down throw for Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Dukes out a one-stop. They can't stop him. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, Allen. He rolls to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, what's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. Third go and a 2-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness and analytics, but I will tell you, Kate, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more and more plays. But you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more two-point shots they've got on that script.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down, here's Swift. This is ahead for about 5. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. Oh, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now, following the turnover. He's on the move. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead off the turnover. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
He's brought... Looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Bills.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on...
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills blowing them out now, 34-zip. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here come the Bears, back out on offense. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Williams to throw on first. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down. To throw, Williams. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is scooped up by the Bills. 30. He's at the 10. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Bills capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field, maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get two, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Kicking team.
So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way.
Automatic first down.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Going to run again with Swift. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It'll be a gain of 5. 4 on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now Williams. Wow, it's free again! And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
He breaks a tackle. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Buying some time right. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the big play touchdown.
Give me that key. Yo, you know where it is, man. Right down in the driver here.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Headed out right. He can run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Yeah, you know where it is, man. You already know where it is, boy. Duh.
That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. Don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Flush down now to his left. He's on the move. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Williams set to pass. Escapes the pocket. Taking off with it again.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's
Yeah, mình đưa vào cái very get me boy here. They you know the boy. Red guy just hit 5 million but driver tonight, guy. They only gonna be but one of Madden. Like I did, they only but one. Maybe about them but two. Hopefully, dumb do your odd boy it do. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Yeah, video. Let's go, man.
Williams to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. A handoff left for Swift. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They get 2 yards on the run. It's 4th down. Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And he's been one of the players of this game. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He put together the kind of half you dream about. 5 touchdown passes, as his guys are well in control of this ball game.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Ty Johnson now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Another one for Cook. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They kick the running back in motion. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Avoid some trouble there. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's Allen out of the pistol. On the move, headed right. On the move, looking deep. Big gain downfield. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. All right, once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for 2. Bales out of the pocket quick. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. But I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That's more on the quick slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut,
Wow, it's free again! And this is scooped up by the Bills! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. Jukes one defender. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now Allen off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4. They motion the slot man right.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
3rd and goal for Allen. He rolls to his right, and he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow their lead off the turnover. And now the Bills going for 2 again. Shakir in motion right. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. And as we're being reminded of watching this package, there have been quite a few mad scrambles for the football in this one. It has been put on the deck. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Second.
One in behind center with Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Williams on the play action. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
3rd down, here's Williams. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Brings it in at the 12. Space on the right, he's got room. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills trying to end this before the final quarter. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You play tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching him off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Automatic 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Check.
Swift gets it, going left. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to tuck it and run. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. Throw reeled in by Allen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And this one is good. Looked a little far to the right, but the upright providing a nice little assist there. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. Johnson now on the return. Returns looking good so far. Escapes a defender. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Again, it's Cook. Juke the defender. Oh, breaking ankles with that move. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Another score. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it right side. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense making its way back out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set the knee. Set up.
To throw is Williams. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Now here's Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. Set.
1st down, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Buys time, rolling right. Cook hauls it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
Escapes the pocket. Now he throws deep across the field, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Buying some time right. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Allen gonna throw again. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's gonna run for it. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
He's calling his own number again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down throw for Allen. Headed out right. Now here he goes again. Dukes out a 1-stop. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Bills are running them out of the building. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Brought in near the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead.
Well, that's a big-time call and took some serious guts to send in. They had a long way to go to pull it off. His faith in his special teams rewarded.
Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
The Bills getting close, and they take him down. Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Williams will look to throw. Trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one is out of bounds, no return on the kick. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. Jukes one defender. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Down inside.
Damn, bruh. Holy shit, bro.
Chased out to his right. He sends this one to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throwing here, Allen. He's on the move. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Rolling left, buying some time.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Wow, it's free again! And this is scooped up by the Bills! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. 1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Cook. The juke gets him some running room. Escapes it along the right sideline. There's space. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Bills throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a James Cook touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yes, it would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came in wins on the way to victory. The point total, Brock, actually
Bro, me bought and jibbing this